In the pre-dawn hush above sparsely lit runways, a shadow glides. It is not just metal and fuel, it is ambition given wings. The Northrop B-2 Spirit, the ultimate symbol of stealth, emerges as a ghost of American industrial might. In an age of guided missiles, radar networks, and ever-evolving military technology, this bomber rose to define what modern warfare could be. Silent, invisible, decisive. Its story is not simply about warplanes, it is about the future war machines that reshape geopolitics, deterrence, and strategic strategy. As global military power shifted at the end of the Cold War, the B-2 became both a promise and a warning, a testament to how advanced war weapons can transform the calculus of conflict. This is the tale of the Spirit, of how stealth changed war.
The story of the B-2 Spirit begins in the crucible of Cold War tension. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, as superpowers amassed nuclear arsenals and defense systems sharpened, American strategists sought a new way to deliver deterrence. Traditional bombers risked detection. They needed a platform that could slip through radar shields, fly deep, and strike with precision. Enter Northrop Corporation, whose engineers conjured a bold vision, a flying wing bomber built for the future. This was not merely about building a bigger or faster fighter jet. It was about redefining how war machines could operate in modern warfare. The B-2 Spirit would become the spear tip of U.S. nuclear strategy.
Stealth was not just an aesthetic vision. It was a scientific revolution. Radar learns to see shapes, but the B-2's smooth curves and carefully angled surfaces reduced its radar cross-section to a fraction of conventional bombers. Engineers experimented with radar-absorbent materials, special coatings, and composite structures. Its 8 engine inlets were hidden in the wings, exhaust plumes cooled, and extra attention was paid to temperature and shape. In the world of defense systems, where every radar ping could mean detection, the B-2 redefined survivability. It was a triumph of military technology, built to vanish.
But innovation comes at a cost. The B-2 was one of the most expensive military programs in U.S. history. Each airframe cost billions. Budget overruns, political debate, and skepticism plagued the project. In Congress, some called it an extravagant luxury bomber. Yet proponents argued that this was not spending. It was insurance against global military power rivals, a strategic shield in the age of nuclear uncertainty. The stakes were enormous. If modern warfare demanded deterrence, the B-2 was its ultimate guarantor.
On July 17, 1989, the B-2 finally took to the skies. Its maiden flight was a symbolic triumph. After years of secrecy and development, the Spirit soared. As its sleek form climbed into the sky, the world became witness to a new epoch of military technology. A warplane capable of penetrating deep into hostile airspace undetected. That first flight proved the concept. The future war machines were no longer confined to science fiction. The Spirit had awakened. From its earliest days, the B-2 was shrouded in secrecy. Much of its design was classified, protected under layers of security. The flying wing architecture, the stealth coatings, even performance figures remained hidden from the public eye. In a world increasingly reliant on intelligence, reconnaissance, and battlefield strategy, the B-2 remained an enigma. Its mere presence, even if unseen, was a strategic statement. Global military power rested not only on what you could drop, but on what you could hide.
The B-2's role was never just tactical, it was strategic. Designed for nuclear deterrence, Spirit was a key pillar of the United States triad, along with ICBMs and submarine-launched missiles. By flying under the radar and striking from the sky, not only as a war machine, but as a symbol, a deterrent in the calculus of military power. In modern warfare, sometimes the threat is more powerful than the strike.
With the Cold War's end, the B-2's mission evolved. No longer solely a nuclear delivery system, it was adapted to conventional combat operations. Its stealth allowed it to deploy guided bombs deep into hostile territory without detection. In conflicts like the Kosovo War, the B-2 demonstrated that it was more than a relic of the Cold War. It was a precision weapon in the new age of defense strategy. This shift illustrated how advanced war weapons could adapt to the demands of 21st century battlefield strategy. In 1999, during the NATO campaign in Kosovo, the B-2 stepped into the limelight. Flying from US bases to Europe, these bombers struck with precision, targeting military installations with minimal warning and maximum effect. Their stealth capabilities meant that enemy air defenses had little time to react. For Europe, the B-2 was proof that modern warfare could be surgical, not just brute force. For defenders on the ground, the Spirit represented a new kind of threat, unseen, untouchable, devastating.
The B-2 is not just a bomber. It's a force multiplier, projecting global military power. Its ability to fly intercontinental missions with aerial refueling gives it unmatched reach. Deployed from bases in the US to forward locations, it connects continents in a single flight. This capacity allows the Spirit to be a linchpin in defense strategy, reinforcing alliances, responding to crisis, and serving as a deterrent on a global scale. In the age of interconnected conflict, air power is as much about presence as it is about payload.
What gives the B-2 Spirit its ghost-like power? Its science. Radar waves bounce off surfaces, but the B-2's curvature, composite materials, and special coatings absorb and scatter those signals. Its internal weapon bays hide munitions from radar reflection. Even its exhaust is cooled to minimize infrared signature. In modern warfare, radar is everywhere, on the ground, on ships, in the air. But the B-2 defies it. In effect, it turns air defense systems blind, allowing it to operate when other aircraft cannot. That technological mastery is a cornerstone of advanced war weapons.
Piloting the B-2 is no small feat. Its crew, usually two highly trained aviators, carry out long, arduous missions that push the limits of concentration, endurance, and skill. They navigate in darkness, monitor stealth systems, execute precision drops, and return safely to base thousands of miles away.
The cockpit is an orchestra of advanced avionics, navigation systems, and defense countermeasures. In the hands of these warriors, the B-2 is more than a machine. It's a tool of strategy, delivering capability where few dare to tread.
Even the most advanced war machines are not immune to tragedy. In 2008, one B-2 was lost due to a fuel leak during takeoff. Though no lives were lost, the cost was enormous, both financially and strategically. Such incidents remind us that even future war machines are vulnerable. Maintaining a stealth bomber demands rigorous upkeep, constant maintenance of its coatings, engines, electronics. In modern warfare, where any casualty or accident can ripple through strategy and public opinion, sustaining such a fleet is as vital as deploying it.
How does the B-2 compare with its adversaries? While Russia and China developed their own stealth and strategic bombers, none yet fully match the B-2's blend of stealth, payload, and global reach. Some rivals focus on fifth-generation fighter jets or unmanned systems like drones, but the Spirit remains distinct. A manned, heavy bomber capable of penetrating dense air defense grids. In the arena of defense systems, the B-2 continues to represent a benchmark, a standard by which future war machines are judged.
The existence of the B-2 ripples across geopolitics. It bolsters alliance confidence, underpins deterrence treaties, and projects American resolve. When other nations weigh military options, the Spirit looms as a silent adversary, capable of hitting high-value targets from afar. Its presence influences battlefield strategy, arms control negotiations, and war history narratives. In carving power in contested regions, the B-2 is not just a bomber, it is a statement of how global military power can be maintained in an era defined by advanced war weapons and ever-shifting alliances.
In the 21st century, the B-2 remains relevant. It carries out long-range combat operations, participates in joint exercises, and remains integrated into America's nuclear and conventional deterrence posture. Even as drones proliferate, the Spirit fills a unique role, delivering heavy payloads, carrying specialized munitions, and providing presence where remote systems may not suffice. Its role in modern warfare is both symbolic and operational, a bridge between past Cold War strategies and emerging future war machines.
To stay ahead, the B-2 has not remained static. Northrop and the U.S. Air Force continually upgrade its systems. Avionics refreshed, electronics hardened, stealth coatings renewed, and software modernized. There are studies on enhancing its sensors, integrating improved countermeasures, and even potentially collaborating with drone systems. In this endless race of military technology, the Spirit is being reborn, evolving to maintain relevance in an age that demands not just stealth, but networked warfare and adaptability. It may yet fly alongside or even lead the next generation of future war machines.
The legacy of the B-2 lives on in its successor, the B-21 Raider. Designed to build upon Spirit's stealth pedigree, the Raider promises even more advanced war technology, lower operating costs, and improved range and survivability. Yet, without the B-2's foundation, the B-21 would not exist. The Spirit remains a proving ground, a stepping stone to future war machines. As nations race to field stealth bombers and advanced drones, the lineage of the B-2 continues to shape battlefield strategy and global military power for decades.
But the Spirit's power raises profound questions. As advanced war weapons, are stealth bombers a force for peace or a dangerous escalation? Deterrence depends on credibility, but also on trust. Critics argue the B-2 enables preemptive strikes, undermines arms control, and may lower the threshold for conflict. Meanwhile, defenders say it preserves stability by making adversaries think twice. In an era of global tension, as defense systems advance, the debate over the Spirit's role is not just technical, it is moral, political, and strategic. The bombers that protect us also force us to ask, what price peace?
The B-2 Spirit stands as more than metal and engines. It is a ghost, an idea, a testament to human ingenuity at its most ambitious and most dangerous. In the ever-evolving landscape of modern warfare, it remains both shield and sword, protector and question. As defense systems grow, as drones swarm, as future war machines rise, the Spirit challenges us. Can silence defend us? Can deterrence secure the future? Or does the very existence of such power carry its own burden? The Spirit soars, but who controls the skies?